What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to give you guys a look at my carbon fiber everyday carry for the fall of 2022. Carbon fiber is my most favorite material. I just love the way it looks. It's super strong, lightweight. It's just the material of the future. I've always looked at it like that. Ever since I was little and into sports, carbon fiber's always been the top gear to really help you reach your peak performance, whether it be in racing or something like that. Even basketball shoes, I got quite a few Air Jordans, have like the little carbon fiber plate at the bottom. You know, everything from that to spaceships now, they have carbon fiber. It really is just an amazing material. All right, let's get into some of the gear. So first up here, I have my, what is that, a Ridge wallet? It ain't a Ridge wallet. You know what? It's better, much better. We got the Rossum Minimalist wallet. And it's very similar to the Ridge wallet. It's pretty much the same thing, minus some quality, which you can clearly see there's something going on with it. And that would be the screws came loose. I never really bothered to Loctite it when I was screwing them back in. So the plates ended up coming loose from the aluminum plates, the carbon fiber. So I ended up getting loose, kind of like hanging off like that. And then I accidentally left it in my pocket when I threw it in the wash, and it kind of got destroyed, as you can see. So the plates are really no good anymore, missing all the screws. Supposedly they have some kind of warranty. It would be interesting to reach out to the seller and see if they would honor that warranty and maybe send me a new one or some plates and the screws. That might be something to check out, but in the meantime, I've just been using it as is, if I put it together right. And it still works. It's all right. The pro of this versus with the aluminum plates, super thin. Like, if you thought the Ridge wallet was thin before, if you take off these plates, that's about the size of it right now. If you look at it, it nearly halves it. Now, this is only one card. Typically, I carry 5 cards with me. But this is just to show, like, even with the one card, it ain't coming out. Now, when I put cash in like this, it does kind of start sliding around and falling out, but I don't really carry cash anymore. I know I probably should, but, you know, they used to say cash is king. Now it's credit card is king, right? Maybe not. But until I get some more cash, we're going to go with that. Credit card is king. So next up, as you guys know, if you've seen any of my other videos, I am a Zippo guy. I love my Zippos. First try. So right now I have the black insert from the solid copper Zippo that was released during the summer. Not too many more scratches have gone on to it, but, you know, it's not as pristine as it once was. That's all right. I think it really looks nice with this carbon fiber Zippo. So really, this is just a regular Zippo wrapped, I think it's called the 360, just because they're now able to print on it 360 degrees. And then they cut out the bottom, so the stamps, you can still read it. G of 20, Bradford, PA. And I've carried this thing quite a bit, and you'll notice, like, maybe a little bit of wear down in this part. You can see, like, the white, but that might even just be from the wrap. Overall, it's pretty good. There's one other kind of like carbon fiber design Zippo, but it's I believe it's a black ice, so it's kind of like just the regular silver looking Zippo, and then it's got like the checkered pattern engraved on it. So I just think this looks like it looks a lot better and goes with the carry more. Oh, not on the second try. There we go. So yeah, that's my Zippo. Next up, we got my favorite knife, the Benchmade 940-1 Osborne. Just the regular clip on it. There's some other ones that you can get. People swear by. I believe it's called the Arrow clip. But this thing, basketball shorts and everything, has not slipped out of my pocket. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I feel like if I did try and switch to that Arrow clip, it'd end up sliding out and I'd be down my favorite knife. This was actually my college graduation present that I got for myself. I was looking for a really nice knife that I can just keep with me throughout the years. And it's been a few years now. We won't say how many, but it has withstood the test of time. You could kind of see some wear on the blade, not too much. And this thing gets carried with me all the time for years. And I just really love the Osborne. I think it's the best knife for me, personally. I've gotten quite a few other knives, and nothing just fits my hand better. I can get a full grip on it. I just love the reverse Tonto look to it. And don't even get me started on that access lock. Oh, but of course I mess up that first time. Yeah, it's just such a nice knife. Have been thinking about sending it into Benchmade with a few others just to get it cleaned up, have them sharpen the blade. Which I don't know if I mentioned, since this is the 940-1, we have upgraded S90V steel versus the S30V in the other models. And it's just a great knife. That carbon fiber. You can even see a little bit of the grain, like to the weave. And there. A little dusty, got to clean it off. I wonder if Benchmade would re-anodize these back spacers or just like replace it if I sent it in. But oh, what a knife. 940-1. Next up, we'll talk a little bit about headphones. Here I have the Sony WF-1000 XM4s. Yes, I got it right. These are pretty good. They are a little bit big, to be honest, like for the ear. So if you rock them for a while, they get a little uncomfortable. As you can see, I did switch the ear tips. They have some foam ones that come with it. I guess it helps more with the noise isolation. But these are the SpinFit CP360. Extra small. You can see it's got like that little pink to it. Of course, I have to have the pink size ears. What can you do? These headphones are really good. You know, they have Sony's proprietary LDAC connection, and the sound quality, noise cancellation is great. I carry them in a little Spigen case, carbon fiber. It makes it a little bit bigger than what it would be without in just the regular case. But having this ability to hook onto the pants is huge. That's like the only way I carry it, on the belt loop next to my keys, just hanging there, and you just always have access to your headphones. I love listening to music. Watching YouTube is a huge thing for me, but it is a bit big and bulky. So depending on what I'm doing for the day, I might opt for my Galaxy Buds Pro And this is the V1, just the regular earbuds, no upgrades. And I just like this because it's much smaller. You have this little square versus this big thing on your belt. So it just depends on what I'm doing. If I need the noise isolation or I want the better sound quality, I'm going to go with the Sony's. But if I'm going to be going out being like pretty active and I just want this hanging on my belt, it's a lot easier. And just like the ease of taking it in and out, let me show you if I can real quick. So if you have it hanging from your belt and like getting it out, I mean, it really nothing. But when you look at that compared to the Galaxy Buds, like they just come in and out, which I guess means the Sony are in there better, but it's just something to note. So next up, I'm going to show you guys my watch. Now this is the G-Shock Frogman GWF A1000XC. So this was the first analog G-Shock Frogman. Pretty controversial. I mean, this wasn't the first model, but this design was the first one, and people were kind of hating on it because it lost a lot of the functionality for the dive watch that it's supposed to be. The other ones were kind of a digital backup to regular dive computers, so it could tell you your depth and stuff like that. But, you know, I saw this thing on a forum one night when I was like, I don't even know where, like, because it was originally a Japanese exclusive, limited release, and I saw it and I knew, I was like, I gots to have that. And then I saw like at the bottom of the forum, like, oh, they're gonna release it in the US soon. So I ended up getting this for my birthday. Pretty expensive, but you know, treat yourself, why not? It's just an amazing watch, you know, it's got full luminescence. I'll put in a little video slide. And what's really cool, you know, you got the carbon fiber links, and this buckle system has this little screw here, or dial, that lets you move this back and forth. So you can really, I have a watch on my other hand, so we're going to go with the right. Let you dial in on exactly how you want it and get it to the perfect fit. And that is also to help with the diving. You got to extend it when you go into a dive suit. And there is an extra diver's extension. I believe it's down here somewhere or in there. I haven't really messed around with the diver's extension just because you have this thing that screws in and out. And it makes it one of the most comfortable watches I own to wear. The only issue that I have is that sometimes there's one specific link that always wants to pop out when I'm being extra physical, I guess, using my hands. I remember at work one day I was loading some boxes in and out of a truck, and the watch kind of clipped against one of the boxes, and the link kind of popped out, and it ended up falling down onto like the steel loading dock of the truck, and it put like a tiny little notch, if I can show you, right there. But you know, it's a G-Shock, so it can handle it. It just kind of makes me a little nervous I am trying to get my scuba diving certification, and I worry that if I do brush up against something underwater, or I gotta like punch a shark out, it might come loose and end up sinking to the bottom. It might be an issue just when originally I got it and I picked it up from Macy's. The lady didn't really know how to extend or take out one of the links, because I took one out, and she went and tried anyway, but she couldn't get it. So I'm wondering if she kind of like stretched it out or marred up the inside to make it kind of loose. That might be the issue. But I have another one, so maybe when I find a watch dealer that I trust, I'll go and have them replace that and see. It also could have something to do with this. If I have it a little too tight, maybe it's causing some extra friction on that link, and that's what's making it pop out. Not too sure. But just for everyday use, it's a great watch. I love it anyway. Hasn't fallen off in quite a bit, just because I have been wearing it looser. So it has a little give. So it might have just been that I had it too tight, and that's what was causing it to pop out. So up here we have, if you guys probably noticed, I have another carbon fiber watch, and this is the Mudmaster. This is a pretty cool watch. It's got a bunch of functionality, barometer, temperature, and that's all built into it. So ABC, altimeter, barometer, compass, thermometer too. Just a lot of different functionality. More of a beater watch, a Frogman, so it's made to like get drenched in mud and stuff and still work. I can't imagine that the dive watch can't get into mud, just because it's got to be waterproof. So how much of a difference is water to mud? Who knows? So next up we have my prescription glasses. These are Ray-Bans. The model number is RB8901. They're pretty decent. They got plastic front, and then these arms. I'm not sure online it specifically just says plastic for the material, so it might just be like a carbon fiber like decal, like that they laminate over to make it look like carbon fiber. It's definitely feels different and more pliable than the front, so it could be just plastic and then a little bit of carbon fiber on the front and then the back, because that also has kind of a carbon fiber look to it as well. So I'm not too sure if these arms are carbon fiber or not, but either way, really lightweight. They're pretty comfortable. Only thing I would say is I wish the lenses kind of were a little bit bigger, just because out of the peripheral vision you can kind of see outside of them, and I know with other glasses that's not an issue, but once you wear them for like a few minutes you completely forget about it and don't even realize it. So they're pretty decent. Blue light filtering, and then they also have the transition lens, so sunglasses when you go outside. They came in this pretty cool case. Definitely not carbon fiber, but nice and protective. So I like it. Definitely keep them in here when I'm not wearing them. And then they have a little cleaning cloth with the carbon fiber look. So that's pretty cool. I can appreciate that they would go through the extra steps to make sure like your carbon fiber look is complete with it. And that is pretty much it for my carbon fiber gear. Next up we have just a regular flashlight, This is the Olight S1R baton. I know they have a new model. This one might be 1 or 2 models behind now. I have the newest one in titanium, but for this carry I always go with the black one. Still a good flashlight, super bright, especially for the size. Only thing, battery life is kind of starting to degrade on it. So it has a removable battery, so I could probably just switch it out and be good as new. There is a Lumen Top flashlight, the Lumen Top Duke and the Lumen Top Prince, which are carbon fiber, but those things are discontinued now, and they go for a pretty hefty price online. I think I saw one on Amazon going for like $170 for the Prince, and I'm not going to pay that much for a flashlight that was like half that price. There's also another one that I believe you could still get right now. It's called like the Atlas or something, but I haven't really heard anybody talking about it, and that one's like $200. So until they put out a new carbon fiber one for a decent price, I'm just going to be sticking with the Olight. And then next up here, you guys probably noticed it, I have my Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, I believe. The biggest model for the S7. I really like it. No speaking case with the carbon fiber, just because I like the Samsung one, leather-like, I don't know. Has this little flap, keeps the S Pen in there nice and safe. So once it's closed, you know you're good. You don't have to worry about it coming out. It's got this nice little kickstand, just really good. They do have the S8, maybe the Ultra or the Plus now. Super huge. I think it's like 14 inches or some nonsense like that. Just way too big. This is perfect for me. As you see all with the comic books, it's like you have the actual comic right there. I have quite the collection, really, on my tablet. Some Naruto, a bunch of Spider-Man, Black Science, goes on. But really good tablet. I do have the keyboard case for it as well, but I don't always carry it just because this is mostly a multimedia device for me. If I got to be typing and stuff, I'll usually just go to the laptop. But that's pretty much it for my carbon fiber everyday carry. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and keep an eye out for my next one.